Hi, welcome to What's Up with DJ Now. Today we're making Instant Pot loaded potato soup. Here's your ingredients. They'll be linked in the description. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to put the Instant Pot on saute normal for 7 minutes. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, now it's going to say on, and then we're going to wait for it to say hot. When it says hot, it's time to put in the oil. I'm using my Evo oil sprayer, putting in about a tablespoon or so of oil. And we're going to put in 1 chopped small onion. We're going to put in 2 stalks of celery, which has been diced. And we're just going to stir this around and saute it for about 7 minutes. Stirring frequently so it doesn't stick to the bottom. This is a really good, easy potato soup, and it's very good. Your family will love it. It's very easy to make also. Doesn't take much time at all. The onions and celery are doing nicely. Now we're going to take 4 cups of chicken broth. I use Better Than Bouillon. You can use any chicken broth that you prefer. And we're going to stir that in. We're going to make sure and scrape the bottom just to make sure nothing has stuck to the bottom, because we don't want to get a burn error when we're making our soup. Now we're going to take basil, and we're going to put in 1 teaspoon of basil. Give that a good stir, get it mixed in. And we're no longer on saute mode. It's done, so it's just sitting. Now I'm going to take some pink Himalayan sea salt, and I'm going to put in about a teaspoon or so. And then we're also going to put in some fresh ground pepper. About a teaspoon or so. I put a little extra because I like extra pepper. Okay, we're going to give that a nice stir, mix everything in. Now we're going to put in our potatoes. Now this is 6 cups of potatoes that have been diced into about 1 inch to 1/2 inch to 1 inch squares. And it's 6 cups. I use russet potatoes. Give that a nice stir, mix everything in. Make sure the sides are scraped down. Okay, now we're going to put our lid on and get that sealed. Mine seals automatically. If yours doesn't, make sure and go back here and make sure and put it to the seal position. Now we're going to go to the front, and we're going to go pressure cook. And we're going to set it on the more and high, and we're going to do that for 5 minutes. Yes, only 5 minutes and our potatoes will be done. And then we're going to allow for a quick release. So we're coming back now, 5 minutes later. We're going to quick release. We're going to release that venting so it will vent. Release the seal. Let all the steam come out. Okay, the pin is now dropped. So it's safe to open carefully because it's going to be very hot. Watch the lid when you bring it open with all of the steam. And then we're going to go ahead and give that a stir. Now we're going to take half and half, and we're putting in 1 cup of half and half. I'm going to stir that in. Now I'm using Oscar Mayer bacon bits. They're real bacon pieces. You can cook your own bacon up if you want to, but I'm using these and I'm putting in 1 cup. This is going to make it really good. And we're going to give that a nice stir. Now we're going to go back and we're going to set this back to saute again. And we're going to set this on the less quality this time, which is less, and then for 7 minutes. Less just means that it's not going to be as hot. You have less, normal, and more. Less will give it a nice little simmer, so it can simmer and get thicker. Okay, so in the meantime, we're going to make a cornstarch slurry. So you need to get you some cornstarch, and we're going to mix that in. That's mixed with water. I believe I used 3 tablespoons of water to 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. So you're just going to mix that up till it's smooth, and then you're going to put it into the potato soup. I made clam chowder the other day. I have clam chowder on my mind. You're going to put it into the potato soup, and it's going to work as a thickening for the potato soup. So you want to stir that in, and as it simmers, it's going to get thicker. Now we're just going to let it bubble up here and just, keep simmering for a little while for the 7 minutes. And then just stir it, frequently, every once in a while, and keep it stirred. I'm going to show you how it's starting to look. It smells wonderful. This is a great potato soup. It's my favorite thing to make. It's easy. It doesn't take that many ingredients. It's good for a nice cold winter or fall day. It's good even in the summertime if you like potatoes. I like potato soup. So here's how it's looking. Look at that bacon in there. The celery, pepper, everything. The recipe and the ingredients will be linked in the description, so it will give you all of the measurements, and including the cornstarch and what I did with that. So now we're going to go ahead and get a ladle for this, and we're going to get it served up. I just love how thick it gets. You can eat it with bread or crackers or anything you want. This keeps really good for the next day and two, you know, up to, you know, 4 or 5 days. It'll be perfectly fine. And then we're going to go ahead and put this in a bowl. And here it is. And now we're gonna get it garnished up. We're gonna put some freeze-dried chives on that, which is really good. You could cut you some fresh chives to put on there, but this is what I had, so I used this. So put a little bit of chives on top. I'm going to put a little bit more bacon on top just to make it look pretty. Garnish it up. You eat with your eyes first before your stomach, people. And then some shredded cheese. This is why it's loaded potato soup. It's like having a baked potato on top of your soup. And then I'm going to get me some oyster crackers to put on here. You got to have some oyster crackers to mix in. No, those aren't made from oysters. My cousin Jeff asked me if they had something to do with oysters. I said no, just because of the shape of them. So we had a laugh about that. So here's my soup, all finished up, garnished up nicely. So this is a really easy potato soup. It's very hearty, it's very good, it's very filling. And I want to thank you guys for watching my video and taking the time to watch it. Please like and subscribe. I hope you'll try and make this recipe. And you guys have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.